And after that, we have a lot of people who registered. I think it will be good.
Right. Our support has already lighted up. I mean, like barrage of requests that we're getting on questions on what does this plan mean?
We
What does
are
this
live.
mean?
We're live. We're live.
Cool.
All right, guys, we are live. This is a big day because guess why? This is the first launch of 2020, and it's a pleasure to be here. It's an honor to be here with GreyMetrics, with AB, CEO, and we'll be talking about how GreyMetrics can help your business, and we'll show you exactly how you can use it. And of course, as you're used to, we'll we'll answer all your questions you might have. We already have a lot of questions. Lifetime deals already live on the site, and I heard from AB before we went live that you have already a lot of questions on your support, right?
Right. Our support has lighted up. I think we're receiving a lot of questions on the deal, on the number of clients and all. I will be answering them in this call. But then, yeah, I mean, keep it coming. I mean, yeah, I think we're ready for it.
Amazing. Guys, please let us know in the chat if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook or in Zoom, if you can hear us correctly, because Zoom is sometimes having a little bit some issues. So please let us just know, yes, we hear you, or just write yes or something. So we have this feedback we need, because we'll be talking about a lot of interesting and important things, whether you're maybe thinking about buying GreyMetrics. So you better hear it. So guys, thanks again for joining. I see more and more people are joining. That's amazing to see you here all. I see attendees Mansil, Diana, Fred, George, Gururai, Kiran, Noam, Rabhab. Amazing to see you guys here all. So before we'll dive into it, guys, as I said, Lifetime Deal is live. You can check it on pitchground.com/products/GreyMetrics. Don't worry. This link, you will see it multiple times here during this webinar. And the topic of today's webinar is detailed walkthrough. So we will show you exactly how you can use GreyMetrics, and then Q&A. So I think without further ado, let's just dive into the first part of the webinar, which is detailed walkthrough. So for the first time, AB, show us how we can use GreyMetrics from the point where we are not users to the point that we are users and we know exactly how to use GreyMetrics.
Thank you, Jakub. I mean, wonderful to be the first deal on PitchGround in 2020. I think it's amazing to be here. So guys, I mean, I'm going to show you a detailed walkthrough of the app. So here it comes. So the first thing, let's talk about creating multi-channel reports and dashboards. When I say multi-channel reports and dashboards, what does that mean? I mean, it effectively means that you have integrations. I mean, you have data sitting in Google Analytics, you have data sitting in Google Search Console, Facebook ads. How do you put all of that together in one report? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to create a multi-channel report and a dashboard. So I have my account logged into this. So I'm going to go into this part on the reports. You have this option on both on reports and dashboards. So I'm going to go into reports. I'm going to start from the scratch so that most users who are not first-time users would be able to clearly understand how this actually works. So I'm going to name this report as PG demo. My client is added. I've added a couple of clients. So this is the client that I'm choosing. So once I've added this client, let me just pull this up here. Okay. Right. Now I have something called as a customizer. So in this, all the accounts that I've linked are showing up. So these are all the accounts that I have linked. These are all the accounts that I haven't linked. So these are all grayed out. All the accounts that I have linked are showing up. So what I'll do is I'll quickly add a few metrics from different integrations onto this report. So I'm going to add clicks from Google Search Console, impressions. I'm going to add search analytics of clicks. I'm going to see country-wise clicks of Google Search Console. I'm going to click add. So these have gotten, now you can see that, I'll just close this for a second. I'll just show you that, this I've got, this is all the 4 metrics that you've added: the clicks, impressions, search analytics, country-wise clicks. You can just hover and you can just play around with it. And I'm going to add something else. Let me try to go to Facebook ads, total amount spent. Okay, maybe reached by gender. Okay, just add these 2. There you go. We can see that the reach by gender is here and the total amount spent is here. I'm going to just move this around. I can just move this around here. And then I can add some more. Let me just go to Google Analytics and let me add sessions by OS, top countries by session. Let me just pick something else. Okay. Age-wise distribution, and just going to add here. These are all the predefined metrics that you will see on GreyMetrics. I mean, you can just add them onto your dashboard, and you can just move them around. And I'll just move this up and make this a little more beautiful. And now you've seen that, I can just move this up and down. I can design my own report. So I'll just move this down, make this a little more even.
Okay, so this number I see there, 27, no, 2,700 ad spend. It's directly from Google, from Facebook Ads Manager?
Right. This is directly coming from Facebook Ads Manager. So basically, the tool automatically picks up the last 30 days because this is something that most agencies typically want to report on. So if you want to change the date range, you can go ahead and you can change the date range here. And then the data would get updated. So here's the report that I've created now. I've added stuff from Google Search, Facebook Ads, Google Analytics. And yeah, you can go ahead and add any metrics that you want from any different integration that you've connected, and you can just move them up and down and create a report of your own choice. So this is, okay, I'm just going to have to move this bar here and there. Just give me 1 sec. Okay.
Will you show us also the integrations? What integrations are available?
Can I do that a little later? It's
yeah,
part
of course.
presentation. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this was, guys, this was how you would create a multi-channel report or a dashboard. When I say dashboard, it's the same thing. It's just a little more compact. It's just how you would want to visualize your own data. This is, it has a lot of spaces. It's like you have to scroll a lot and all that. This is for those users who prefer a longer format of report. We also have this option of a dashboard, the same metrics, a little more compact, and you can actually play with them. I will be showing how the dashboards work a little later in the presentation. Okay. So this was about how to create multi-channel reports. Let's move to the second one. How do you share this? What options do we have to share these reports? So if you go to this tab on the right corner, there is something called as actions. So these are all the options that you typically have today. So I've created a template based on my requirement. I've added Facebook Ads, Google Search, and Google Analytics. If I want to use the same template for another client, I would save this as a template here. And this would be directly plug and play available for me to be used on another client. So I can do that. Because we're talking about sharing, there are like 3 different options that you could share to your client. One is saving to a client portal. You will get your own agency name.greymetrics.com, a subdomain, where your clients can log in with the password that you give them, and they can view all the shared reports and dashboards that you send across to them. I will be going a little more in detail on how the client portal works later in the presentation. You can always download a PDF. This is a pretty standard, and you can share this in an email. This email would go in as a link, and this would have a password. This is to prevent any misuse, especially when it comes to sharing that URL and all that. So these are the 3 options that you can use in order to share this report. So, okay. So far, so good, I guess, right?
Yep.
Hey, Yakub, if you do get any questions in the meantime, if I can answer them, just let me know and I'll just pause and I'll just answer them, okay?
Usually we get a lot of questions, so it's really better to separate it into 2 parts. That I'm noting all the questions and I'm adding them into a queue, and then we'll just answer them. So please, guys, stick around. We'll be answering all the questions.
Got it. Got it. Third thing, I mean, how do you use your own templates? I mean, how do you use templates to create reports? Let me show that for you. So there are two ways of creating templates. We have already given out some 25 odd report and 25 odd dashboard templates coming right into it. Now that I've created a report of my own choice, basically I can save this as a template. So I will say GA plus GS plus FB ads, and this would get saved as a template, and I can reuse this, and this is saved successfully. Okay. So what I do now is I try to create a report from a template that is already existing. So I'll just click on this called as a choose from a template. You can see that, you know, the GA plus GS plus FP ads that I just added is showing up right on your template. So these are all the predefined templates that we have. I'm just going to pull a report which has Google Ads, Analytics, and Google Search. So now we're going to pull this. So this is the template. I'll just name this as EG template report. So there you go. So now this template is filling up. So this is the predefined template with all the metrics that we have already created. This will show up in the order that we've created. So this is the template that has already been loaded. This is live, guys. This is live data that is coming in. So this is how a template would load up. So you can just go through the template again. You know, if you do not like something, you can just go ahead. See, this account doesn't have an image ads, but our template actually has image ads. So I'll just go ahead and delete this. And now this is good for me. So this has data from Google Analytics, Google Search Console, and Google Ads. Mm-hmm. All of these put together is coming into this template. So I've just loaded a report from a template that we've created. This is to make it easy for you guys to start reporting. I mean, rather than starting from the scratch and trying to build up your own things, we've created some recipes so that you can start off right away. So guys, I mean, this is how a template works.
Got it.
Generating report from a template, and I've just also shown you how you can save your own report as a template for reuse. Okay.
Okay.
So moving on, how do you add your agency logo on the reports? On this, you can see that this is presented by GreyMetrics. My logo is bad, so don't worry about it. You can upload a good logo. I'll just go into the client details here. I am not going to save this report for now.
So by default, all the reports are white labeled.
Right, they are by default.
That's amazing. All right.
Yeah. So here I would go and I would just share. I mean, your client can view all the shared reports from this portal. So here is your agency or a brand logo. You can go ahead and you can change your logo from here, and your logo would show up on these reports. You've seen that this bad logo was showing up on my reports. So you can go ahead and upload a good agency logo, and that would show up on your report. So this is by default white label. So that's how you do it. And yeah, I mean, there's one small other thing. I mean, you've seen that my predefined template came with a color. Let me just try to do that again. Let me just pull that report once again. Mm-hmm. Just want to show you something that, this is part of this, and just one. So what I'm trying to show you is that, you have added your logo on the reports. What I'm trying to show you is how do you change this color. So I'm going to go into this actions, and there's something called a change cover color here. Just going to make it red if my agency is red, or if I'm blue or an orange or a green. You can choose your color code out here, and you can just share this with your client. So this is the option that I was talking about. I mean, you can change this cover color to whatever you want, and you just have to change the color and save it here. And this will get saved, and you can just download this with the same color.
And in the bottom right corner right now, there's presented by GreyMetrics. So this is what will change after you will upload your logo, right?
Right. So this is the logo that I have uploaded, and this is how it's showing up. But you can, when you upload your logo, this will show up right here. So when an agency uploads their logo, it will show up right here, like this. Yeah. Okay. So moving on. So let me show you how dashboard designer works. Okay. So I'll just go into the client and just go to something called as dashboards out here. Been hiding you for a little while, and just pick up a, let's say, just pick up a Facebook page report, the Facebook Insights report. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to design my own thing. Because this is because I've chosen only Facebook, all the widgets that will show up are only Facebook. But if you have chosen something like a template, or you want to start from the scratch, you can build your own. But the idea is to show you how this designer works. So I'm going to delete this for now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this bigger. Just going to make this bigger.
Wait, designer, you mean like this drag and drop builder, correct?
Right, and you can basically design your own dashboard. I mean, so in the reports, you could just move things up and down, but on the dashboard, you could just increase the sizes and just make it the way that you want to do it. So you're literally designing your own thing out here. So this is the drag and drop, and now I've made this a report something like the way that I want to show it, basically. So, and now I can save this, I can send this, and so this is basically how the drag and drop works. But on the dashboards, you have a lot of flexibility in terms of moving things up and down, and changing the sizes, making it basically exactly the way that you want it to be. Okay, so let me move on. This is the dashboard designer. You just saw that. Schedule reports. This is in beta right now, but let me still show you how this works. So basically what you can actually do is, let me just click on this new schedule. I'm not going to save this report. So when I click on this new schedule, I'm just going to name this report as PG demo. I'll have to select a couple of frequencies that we've given. Is it a weekly report or is it a monthly report? I'm going to select a monthly report out here. The start day is the 1st. So now you can see here, your next report is scheduled for 15 January because today is 14th, and because I've chosen the start of the day as 1, it will take from 1 to 1st. So it will directly pick up the whole month, and it will just try to report it. So if I want to delay this by another 15 days, your next report would be scheduled by 30th January. So when you start running your reports on the 1st or 2nd, so it would automatically pick up the previous month, and it will let you select a template. You've seen all the templates that you've got. You see that this one is something that we've added just now. So you can just add this. You can select which client you want to choose it for, and just put this email out here, and this would go away on a fixed schedule that you put across.
Got it.
Okay. So
I see, guys, I see questions are coming. So please keep it coming. I'm noting them all, putting them into Q&A section, and we'll answer them after this presentation by AB. Okay. This is another feature that I talked about yesterday. This is the live reports. This is something, okay, this is a new live report. I mean, I'm just going to name this report. I'm just going to select a template. What effectively would happen is, let me just try to do this. This is 28 days. Again, this is a beta feature right now. So basically what this would do is it will show the same report to you, but this would get updated every 1 hour. So now you can share this URL to with your reporting managers or with your leads, and this will get updated. This is right now in the beta. I'd ask you to have a little patience on this. There are a few bugs on this, but we will iron them out as it goes along. So this is the live reports. Okay, I'll just pause this. Right. Annotations. Let me try to pull up a new dashboard.
Just pulling up a dashboard. Now you have like some 10, 15 widgets or 20 widgets added out here. What I basically do is, I mean, if I want to specifically tell my client that, hey, these organic impressions are going up. We see that this trend would continue. So I just added a comment out here and just put it across, and now this would show up to your client as an annotation on each widget. You can do it on each widget that is available. The only caution that I have for you guys is if you add these annotations and if you download this as PDF, these annotations will be lost. So if you want these annotations to work, you will have to save this into a portal and share a live URL, or you have to share this in an email with your client. So this is how annotations work. In addition to annotations, if you don't want to use this at a widget level, there's always an option to add comments at the end of the report. You can add your comments at the end of the report, and this would automatically get attached to the report, and you can use it right away. But if you want at a widget level, at a metric level, you can add annotations at a widget level right here. So I can go ahead and I can add a widget for this. I can add a widget for each and every one of them. I can explain to my client very much in detail on what this each metric is and how we are actually performing on each metric.
That's amazing.
Okay, that's annotations. Team management. It does say beta here, but I think this works absolutely fine now. We've tested it like thoroughly. So basically what I'd do is I'll just go ahead and add a team member. I'll just add, probably made a mistake with your name out there, Jakub.
No, you actually haven't.
I'll just, so I'll just add an email. I'll just select the roles, admin, manager, and an associate. And I'll select which clients I want to assign to this user. I'll just save this, and this would get added there. And they would be able to, depending on the role, there is some, what they'll be able to do and what they'll not be able to do for each role is available out here. So you can go through this at an admin level, what is available, at a manager level, what is available, at an associate level, what is available. So you can pick and choose what you want to add, and you can choose the role accordingly. So you can bring your team members out here. So that's team management. Let's talk about integrations. Jakub, I mean, you were asking for that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'll just go here and I'll just show you live on what all integrations we have. We have YouTube, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Twitter, LinkedIn page, LinkedIn ads. Pinterest is coming soon. We are yet to submit to Pinterest. Quora ads is available. Google ads, Google Analytics. HubSpot, a very basic version of HubSpot is currently available. Google My Business is available. CallRail, WooCommerce, Bitly, Shopify, Google Search Console. Some people have got confused with Google Search, but this is Google Search Console. These two are coming soon. Let me just again emphasize on Ahrefs and SEMrush. Whenever we do integrate Ahrefs and SEMrush, the idea is that we would be integrating as a developer. You would still need your API key in order to pull data from Ahrefs and SEMrush. Okay, and then on the email marketing side, we have MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, and Moose and Live. GetResponse and MailerLite are in the works right now. On top of this, there's one big request that we're actually doing. I mean, there's two important things on the integrations that I want to talk about. The first is Google Sheets. We are working on Google Sheets. I expect that to be available, in the next couple of weeks, max. I think we should have Google Sheets integration up and running. So that's going to be available. And the second one that I want to talk about is all these reports that you see currently are only in English. We are going to be adding multilingual support. Again, expect that it would take a couple of weeks for us to get there. But yes, we will be converting the report content, not the entire app, but only the report content into the language of your choice. So we currently have about 3 or 4 language requests that we would be putting across. But if you have any specific language requests, feel free to push it across to us, and we will integrate that. Okay, moving on.
Is there a way where people can vote which things they want or less?
Yes, on the you can see on the PitchGround page, if you look at this on the FAQ section, Let me just pull that up. On the effective section, there is this is a roadmap URL. You can just go to this URL and you can start voting on this. Let me just click on this. So here is the roadmap out here, and then these are all the stuff that are completed. Google Sheets is right there. Custom domain, whitelist your brand is custom domain. So this is something that we're working on. These two are the top priorities that we're working on: Google Sheets and multilingual reports. So these two are our top priorities right now.
Google Sheets, meaning that I can integrate like Google Sheets as a data source?
Exactly. So you have some data on your own Google Sheet and you just bring it in, and then we have some work on top of it, like choose a bar chart, choose a pie chart and all. Once it comes across, I think I would still do one more webinar for the users so that you would be able to clearly see how you can actually use Google Sheets on GreyMetrics.
All right. Yeah, that'd be good. I think because there are so many questions about Google Sheets to create another webinar to educate PitchGrounders.
Yep, it makes a lot of sense because when I was just looking at the development, I clearly understood that this would take a lot of learning. So that's that.
But I mean, once you have Google Sheets, there's pretty much no limit of what you can show with GreyMetrics, right? Because you can get pretty much all the data into Google Sheets and then like integrate it with GreyMetrics, and that's it.
Right, that's the whole idea, and that's, I think, credit to PitchGround. I think PitchGround users and PitchGround that we've received the number of requests that we've received for Sheets is something that we just couldn't ignore. I mean, we had to do something about it. So thanks to you guys that we are developing that. So add and delete widgets. I just showed you how this works. You can choose the data you want. I mean, we've worked on the reports and the dashboards. We've added stuff, we've deleted stuff, we've resized stuff. So all of this is something that you can do on GreyMetrics. So Yakub, I mean, that's it. And I think you can go ahead with all the questions that you've got. I'm here to answer them.
We have a lot of them.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So let me open up my document with all the questions. I will add the last two we received just now. So please, guys, hold on 1 second. I'm adding all the questions here from Noam. So we will answer them as well.
Okay.
And of course, guys, if you have any questions, please keep it coming. All right, I'm sharing my screen in 3, 2, 1. Sharing. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Let me scroll up. We have a lot of...
Looks like a lot of them.
That's a lot of questions, yeah.
Okay. Sounds exciting.
All right, guys. So as you already know, GreyMetrics lifetime deal is live. It's available for $69 lifetime. Here's the link. You can go and grab a GreyMetrics right now. So let's jump into the first question. Any special future discounts for LTD buyers? So do you have something?
So yeah, absolutely. I think this is something that we've also put up on our FAQ section on PitchGround. I mean, if we do introduce something, and if it happens to be on a monthly plan or a yearly plan, any LTD buyer would get a flat 40% off of whatever product that you would be buying from us in the future.
So guys, 40%, whatever you buy from these guys in the future, if you buy LTD right now, 40%, it's a big chunk of money. So it's an investment. By the way, AB, I copied all the questions from FNQ because a lot of people don't know that FNQ exists. So we need to answer it here. So
wonderful. I mean, more than happy to.
Will the deal have agency and sub-account option?
Yes and yes. I mean, the deal does have an agency and a sub-account option. You can see that, there's a third plan that we have. That you have like 5 sub-accounts in the third plan. I mean, you get like 25 clients and then you get like 10 sub-accounts with 5 clients each. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, the numbers are, yeah.
We have a question about this in a few in the upcoming questions as well, about this specific what you just talked about, so we can dive into it a little bit later. Another question, will I receive future updates? So let me answer this one. Yes, you will. That's the great part of LTDs. So if you buy now, you will receive future updates. Is that correct, AB?
Absolutely correct.
Okay, let's move on. What is the difference between a client and an account?
So this is a question that is lighting up our support. The guys keep telling me that, a lot of people keep asking this question. So yeah, so this is, let me, if you've just seen the webinar that I showed you, one client, just imagine that, it's your own client. Your own client, you manage them on Facebook, you manage their Facebook page, you manage their Facebook ads account, you manage the Google ads account, you manage the Google My Business account. You probably have an Instagram account. All of these accounts for all of your client accounts for one client are all one. So an account is, an Instagram account is an account, that's one. But a client is, for one client, you can add one account of each. That is Google Search, Google Analytics, Instagram, Facebook, Facebook Ads, LinkedIn, Twitter. Okay, I hope that's clear.
Yeah. So in other words, let's say that PitchGround would be a client of GreyMetrics. So PitchGround would be a client. And since we are on the YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, pretty much everywhere, we are actually going into TikTok as well. So each of these social media platforms would be one account. Is that right?
Would be one client.
Right. Okay. So
you can add.
So let's rephrase it again. Can you please? Because I think I didn't get it.
Sure. So let's say PitchGround is one client. Let's say you are managing a PitchGround's account. So PitchGround also has PitchGround has a Facebook page. That's one account. PitchGround has a Facebook ads account. That's two. They have their Instagram account, three. They have their LinkedIn page, four. Any number of integrations that you have, you can add one of each for one client. So all of this put together, anything and everything that PitchGround does on social media, on search or email marketing or e-commerce, all of this put together is one client. So you get like 5 of them on the first plan.
Yep, that's pretty much, I think, what I said, but maybe you put it into different words. Okay, so guys, I hope that you now understand it. If not, it's support@greymetrics.com, or just send us a message on our support. You can choose support PitchGround or support@greymetrics, both.com. Another question. Do I have predefined report or dashboard templates to use that save my time?
Yes, I think I've shown a few things, a couple of things. Yes, you can, you do get access to 25 report and 25 dashboard templates that you already have created. You can create your own and you can save them for future use. So yes, predefined reports and templates are available, and then you can create your own and you can save them.
Got it. So right after I log in, right after I create an account, these predefined templates can help me kickstart, like creating these reports. But if I need custom, I can create them, I can save them as a template and use it, right?
Absolutely, that's great.
All right. Can I download reports as a PDF?
Yes.
That was a fast one. Are the reports white labeled?
I think, yes, I think you've seen them. They're all, by design, they're all white labeled.
And when it comes to design, I think you can change, of course, like all the layout of the reports. You can change the color of the header section, and you can change the logo, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you planning
all the things that you can actually do.
Are you planning some more things to custom in the future, such as fonts or something?
Fonts, no. I think that would create a lot of inconsistency in terms of reporting. We don't have that on the plan, but we are discussing a few options that people have suggested. But yeah, I mean, right now we're still very much in the discussion stage. I don't know how to provide more custom options for agencies. Fonts definitely is not one of them for now.
Okay. Can I integrate Shopify WooCommerce to GreyMetrics? Do they have the list of integrations? So let's answer this one first. Right,
that's correct. Shopify and WooCommerce are available. You can, if you've attended yesterday's webinar, there is a demo that I've shown of WooCommerce. You can if you get a chance, just go ahead and have a quick look. You can see that WooCommerce and Shopify are available. The list of integrations is something that I've already shown you, and this is also available on the PitchGround page. You can see all the list of integrations that are currently available and that are coming soon. So this is available on the deal page, so you can check that out too. So, but still, let me read out all the integrations. It's all 4 of Google Search, Search Console, when I say search, Analytics, My Business, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Instagram Ads, YouTube, Google Sheets is coming, LinkedIn Ads, Twitter, and then like email marketing, MailChimp, and WooCommerce, Shopify, and all of this are available. There's like 21 that when I counted last. I think with Sheets will become 22.
Okay.
So this is going to go up, yeah.
Perfect. Can I create a report with metrics of my choice from various integrations?
Yes, you can. There's a couple of questions on top of this that I have received in the PitchGround group, so I think it would be good to answer here too. Yes, you can create a report with metrics of your choice from various integrations. What we've basically done is we've done a research. We found that 95 to 98% of agencies typically use these metrics. What you also maybe find is that some of the metrics that you want to actually report may not be available on the metrics that are currently available. All you have to do is send us a list of metrics that you actually want to get added for that integration as an email to us at support@GreyMetrics.com, and we will get that added. So we've done all the hard work of putting all the metrics together. Adding a few more wouldn't be very difficult for us.
Amazing.
Right.
I'm receiving a lot of notifications on my Slack, on my phone, that people are in a sales channel we have on Slack, and I see that people are actually buying quite a lot GreyMetrics. So thanks a lot, guys. If you have like any questions that are still keeping you on the fence, just ask right now, and we'll be answering them after this first batch of questions. So can I show data from multiple platforms on a single report?
Yes, I just tried to show you the same thing. I mean, if you haven't seen the whole webinar, the answer is yes. We have a list of predefined widgets that are coming in that you can directly add them to your report or dashboard, and you can add data from multiple platforms onto a single report or dashboard. So yes, you can do that.
Perfect. Can we access or visualize every metric which Google Analytics has? How many will this be?
Right. This is the question that I was trying to answer earlier. So we have at least 90 to 95% of all the metrics that most marketers need are available right now. So if you do not see a particular metric that is of interest to you, that is not available, you can just send us an email with the list of metrics that you want to get to support@GreyMetrics.com, and we will get that added. So we do have a lot of them, but some here and there might be missing. It is by design, but it's something that we could easily add. That shouldn't be a problem.
Basically, AB and his team did a great job of figuring out what metrics are important for marketers by default. So they put them there, but it can happen that you need something special, and it's no problem to edit there. You just need to write at support@GreyMetrics.com.
Right, that's it.
Is there a dashboard to show for clients or shared dashboard with client?
Yes, there is. I probably missed out on showing the client portal. But yeah, I mean, there is a dashboard for clients. There is a dedicated portal for client portal. You just give them, you get your agency name .GreyMetrics.com URL for your own agency. Then you can share login credentials with your client. They can log in and see all the reports that you have sent across to them. The ones that you have saved into your client portal, you can see all of them. Your clients can see all of them right there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Can we create custom reports using Google Sheets?
Yeah, this was an expected question. Yes, not right now. Google Sheets isn't available right now, but during the course of our deal on PitchGround, yes, Google Sheets would be available. So,
do you have some more specific date or not yet?
We think it will take 2 weeks.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's why I said that during the course of our deal on PitchGround. So 2 weeks by end of January, probably. That would be a good time to see Google Sheets.
Sounds good. How many dashboards and clients can we add? Is there any plan for unlimited clients?
Right. The dashboards are unlimited for any client that you have. For one client, example, let's say PitchGround is your client. You can create unlimited number of dashboards and reports for PitchGround. Clients, yes, there is a limit. There are 3 different plans out there. I think you can just go ahead and check out the PitchGround page on the different plans that are available. Unlimited clients is unfortunately not available right now.
All right. Does it support multi-language?
Right. Like I said, I mean, the top 2 priorities right now for us are the first is Google Sheets and the second one is multilingual. So these are the top 2 priorities that we're trying to address. We expect that both of these would be available by end of January.
Impressive.
So, yeah.
How is it compared to Google Data Studio?
Yeah, I tried to answer this yesterday. Google Data Studio is more like an airplane. You have like 10,000 options to look at, and you can do 10,000 different things. But GreyMetrics is more like a car. You can just push the pedal and you just go move forward. It's an easy to use tool. The idea is to make it as simple and as easy for you, as easy to do it. So that's the basic difference between these two. So, and the utility is also fairly different. Google Data Studio, you can do a lot of data blending and all this stuff. You can do a lot of stuff, but on GreyMetrics, it's extremely easy for you to start reporting with all the predefined templates. You can add your team members, you can schedule reports. A lot of these things are better done on GreyMetrics. So that's the basic comparison that I have for Google Data Studio.
All right. Compared to Clipfolio, I think it's similar, right?
Right. Yeah, that's fairly similar. I think Clipfolio and Google Data Studio are fairly similar. They fall into the same bracket. Yes.
How often the data gets updated on GreyMetrics dashboard?
The moment you pull it, it's pulling data live from the Facebook or Google or any API that you're actually hitting. And how often does the data get updated? The data doesn't get updated. It's for you to share. It's for you to share. But when you create a live report or a dashboard, the data gets updated every hour. But right now on the live dashboard or live report feature is in beta. So don't complain if something goes wrong out there. Allow us some time to fix it, but the rest of the things work absolutely fine.
Amazing. How many fields will you pull from APIs?
Hard to put a number on that, but a lot of them, I think I'd call somewhere around 400 odd, 500 odd widgets that are available right now on GreyMetrics. If you put together all of the integrations put together. Like I said, for each integration, we've selected a few important metrics that would make a lot of sense for end clients, and we are putting them across. So if you have some field or a metric that you want to see, but it's not available as a widget right now in GreyMetrics, go ahead and send across an email to us at support@greymetrics.com, and we will get that added.
Okay. Yeah, this is something we were answering yesterday. So, so the current infrastructure allows for updation for every 1 hour. Did I understand correct?
Right. Yeah. That's exactly what we're trying to work towards. The data, when you have a live report or a dashboard, the data gets updated every hour. So yes, it can't be any lower than that. Yes, the 1 hour would be an ideal time. Yes.
How it compares to SuperMetric?
I think I'll tag this question to the same question that I answered before. SuperMetrics has a lot of add-ons to Data Studio. So I think because their focus is solely on Data Studio, and our focus is on making agencies' life much simpler by using a very simple to use tool. I think that's the basic difference. But we are receiving a lot of feedback in terms of, why don't you build this for Data Studio? That's one of the questions that we've received a lot. And we are discussing with a lot of people. I've at least spoken to some 6 folks right now from PitchGround who have asked for Data Studio. But right now, we're still discussing, trying to understand the exact use cases, then trying to see if that would actually fit our roadmap. So yeah, although we are different, we would still open, and we're open to take feedback from you guys. And if it actually fits into our vision is to democratize marketing data, to give you options to do what you want. So if it is in line with that vision, I think we'd not mind building something like that. But right now, I'm not committal on that, like I said yesterday.
Let's move on. Can we switch one client account with another?
Okay. I think I understand this question as can you delete a client and add another one?
Yes.
If that's the right way to do it, yes, you can delete a client and you can add a new one. You can just, I mean, the limit is on, like if you have a limit of 5 clients, you can add up to 5. If you delete one, you can add another one. Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Will you have an Excel add-on as well?
Not right now. I think we do not have a plan for an Excel add-on. We do have a plan for Google Sheets, of course.
Mm-hmm. Can we make multiple line graph in a single widget?
Not right now. I think the current tool is designed to make it simple. So we do not allow a lot of mathematics into this. So right now it's not available. You can't do a multi-line graph. You can't blend data into 3 places and do it right now. Right now that's not available.
All right. What's the technical difference between a dashboard and live dashboard? Does live mean everyone can see it, including clients, and the normal dashboard only we can see?
Right. Like I said, dashboard is a visualization that you pull data live right then and there. But once you pull this data and once you save this data stays the same for 1 day, 5 days, and 10 days. It's the same dashboard. You can share it anytime that you want. The data doesn't change. On a live dashboard, typically what would happen is you would share a URL and the data, let's say you've got 50 clicks up till an hour ago for today. And in the next hour, that goes up to another 50. So you've got like 100 clicks showing up in your report.
Mm-hmm.
So a live dashboard is more like it gets updated every hour. The data is like constantly getting updated. A dashboard, a normal dashboard, is something that you can still share with your client, but has static data from the time that you actually pull it.
Okay.
So that did I make it clear, Yakub?
I think you did. Yeah, I understood it. So.
Okay.
Can we connect our own domain name for the agency?
This is something that we're working on, I think, but I do not have an exact timeline on this. But this is one of our third priorities. We are going to add a custom domain on top of what you already have, that is your agency name.GreyMetrics.com. So I expect that this would be something of a Q1 2020 thing for us. Mm-hmm. So I expect that this would not be on an immediate priority, but this is an important priority. But so expect that it will take another 2.5 months to get there.
All right. How it compares with Aduco, Reports, Ovox, or Crystal?
Right, Ovox is a BI tool that's fairly advanced. I think you could call Ovox in terms of the same as Data Studio, I guess. Reports and the rest, I think, you can check for yourself. I think we have more integrations. It's pretty much easy to use. You can do a lot more stuff on GreyMetrics. So that's typically how I would look at it. I think it's the ease of use. I think that's what we're focusing on. It makes your life super easy to generate reports.
Mm-hmm. Do we need Instagram business account? Can we make influencer profile valuation?
Right. The Instagram API only allows us to pull a business account details. Of course, you can pull out impressions, followers, likes, and all. Influencer profile valuation, you would still have to connect their account. I think that only then it would make sense. Once you connect their account, you would be able to view data. So yes, you need an Instagram business account. If you want to make an Instagram influencer valuation, you would still need them to connect their account on GreyMetrics in order to pull that data. So yes, you can do that valuation, but you need them to connect their account.
Got it. Would like to know if it's able to track impressions, not just follower growth and engagement in Instagram.
Right. I mean, right now, Instagram API allows us to track impressions. So this is available. This is a question from one of those groups, I guess, I think, from the morning.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
correct.
I answered that in the group too. It's available.
Regarding ecom, does it support Nope Commerce integration?
No, it doesn't. I think right now we do not have any plans on the no commerce integration as yet.
Does it integrate with Google Search Console?
Yes, it does integrate with Google Search Console. I think I've shown a few examples of Google Search Console today too.
Yes.
So you can feel free to just go back on the video and check how it actually looks. And I've added a few widgets from Search Console
Actually,
onto a report and dashboard.
AB, yeah. I will be updating the questions because more are coming. So
okay.
Meanwhile, maybe in just 2 or 3 minutes, you can quickly show it you can show it live if you want.
Okay, Google Search Console.
Yep. But after we finish this batch of questions.
Right.
Any updates since December? I'm comparing GreyMetrics to Raven tools at the moment.
Right. Any updates in December? I think a lot of people asked for a lot of integrations. I think 7 to 8 integrations that were built, the e-commerce ones, the email marketing ones, the big three. All of these are actually coming from feedback from PitchGround community. So yes, there's been a huge update. There's a lot of new integrations that were built. And we've also focused on something called as a live report and dashboard. So new things coming up from December, I guess.
Very cool.
Right.
Will it integrate with Google Data Studio? What about an Excel plugin?
Excel plugin is something that we don't have on our roadmap. Google Data Studio is something that we're seriously mulling, but again, we do not want to take a haphazard or a hasty step on Google Data Studio. This is something that our tech team has worked before on. We have developed a few stuff on Data Studio, so it's not that we're completely not aware of how Data Studio works. We do have an idea. We've developed a couple of integrations on Data Studio, but I still do not want to jump into it right away because it would take a significant amount of tech resources, and it should, in the end, align with what we actually want to do. So if you have a specific question on Data Studio, if you are serious about needing a Data Studio connector, I think best would be to just get in touch with me. I think let's talk. I would like to understand more, and I think we can take it from there.
And if you want to talk with AB, it's support@greymetrics.com.
Right.
For social media, do you need login credentials or can you pull in public data? That's a good question.
Right. So the tool that we actually built is completely, so we had to go through this verification process from Facebook and Google. So it's not something that, we can just pull data right away. So no, I think you can't pull in public data. We do not do that right now. You will have to authorize your app. You will have to log in. Only then your data would come up. So no public data for now. We do not envision to do that in the near-term future. I think we would still stick to our forte of pulling in data from after you log in and you authorize us.
All right. I see Ahrefs and SEMrush coming soon at no extra charge for LTD buyers.
Absolutely no extra charge. The only catch here is, you know how Ahrefs and SEMrush work. I think they're fairly expensive tools. Again, let me clarify this to the audience. We will be integrating these as a developer. So what that would effectively mean is that you would still have to put up your own API key in order to get the data. So yes, no extra charge to LTD buyers, but I think I see the point where you're coming from. If you start making API requests on SEMrush and Ahrefs, it would cost us a lot of money and all. But yes, you'd still have to use your own API key. So that's how it actually works. Yeah.
Can you please explain agency plan, 25 clients and 10 sub-accounts with 5 clients per sub-account is confusing.
Right. Okay. So let me try to explain this in as simple terms as possible. As an agency, you can use it for your own agency for 25 clients. And then if you actually want to resell some of the accounts to other clients, we allow you to do that for 10 different accounts at 5 clients each. So literally, you're getting like a $1069 plans out there. And 25 client plan. So that's the sub accounts are made would allow you to either use it for your own purpose or you can actually resell them. So that's typically how the sub accounts work. Jaco, I mean, if you want to add some more, go ahead on that.
All right. I think this was a question from Zoom, so please let us know if you answered, and if not, we will elaborate again. This we answered. On the dashboard, can we retrieve the deleted widgets?
Yep, you can. It sits right. Do you mind if I just show it quickly?
Yep, show it. And meanwhile, I will update the rest of the questions.
Okay.
So guys, keep asking questions. We will keep answering them, as Gary says.
Okay.
I see applications are coming, guys. You're amazing. Thanks a lot that you're believing in us.
Okay. Hey, I've just pulled out the Google Search Console report. These are all the metrics that are available. Hey, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So let's say I have deleted this. Let's switch it 1 second. Let's say I deleted this widget. This one sits right here. I can add it back again. So yes, Google Search Console is available. I'm just showing it to you right now. And if you delete a widget, you can still go back and add it, and it will get added. This is how it works. Okay, so I'm done there.
That was fast. Damn. Show something else. I have 5 more questions I need to copy. Please.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, you can visit our help center right here. You can give us some feedback. I mean, if you have any, you can create a ticket from right here. I mean, if you have any, like if you get stuck anywhere or anything like that, you can create a ticket here. You can go to our website. You can chat with us on our chat on our website. You can ping us on Facebook. GreyMetrics app is our facebook.com/GreyMetrics app is our page. You can ping us there. We will answer that. So I mean, I think a lot of people had this question on clients and accounts. So let me just quickly show you. So this is a client. Netwell that I have added is one client. And inside that client, I have all of these accounts connected. So all of these accounts, one client. So client number 2.
I'm ready.
Okay, client number 2. Again, this is a new client and all of these connected. This is client number 2 for you. So that's how clients and accounts work. Yeah, go ahead, take it from here, Jaco. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let me share my screen. All right, so we ended here. Deleted widgets. Right. Wow, I've never seen a drag and drop reporting dashboard like that, where you can increase or decrease the width and height. Very cool. There is actually no question, but I thought it would be cool to add it here.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, thank you guys. I think we've worked very hard to put an experience together. So yeah, I mean, thank you guys.
I think this is from Fred, as I'm not mistaken, from Zoom. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Live dashboard URL. Can we customize the URL in a way that they don't see GreyMetrics word?
Not right now. Not right now. Again, like I said, the live dashboard is still in beta. I think allow us some time to iron out all of it. I think once I think everything is in place. Once we also have the custom domain in place, I think we look at if we could include that URL. But I think I'm not the right person to answer that because I think there's a lot of technicality involved, and unfortunately, I'm not a tech guy. So I will definitely have to check with our tech team. But I think I can make a quick note of it for sure.
Alrighty. If we purchase the client deal, can we remove and upload new clients at our own free will so we can stay within the 5 client threshold?
Absolutely. I think you can just delete clients and you can just add a new ones. I've just shown you how clients and accounts actually work. There's 2 different things. You can do that, yeah.
Perfect. In the $69 plan, how many team members can we add?
I think two. Let me just confirm that quickly to you guys. Just give me half an hour, 1 hour after the webinar, and I'll just confirm that right away.
Amazing. Will you support right to left languages?
This is very tricky.
That's very tricky.
It's very tricky because one of the requests that we got last week was on Hebrew. I think Hebrew is one of those RTL languages. I'm not entirely sure right now if we could do RTL, but because our widgets are mostly the center, hopefully that works. I think if you just replace those names and if you actually give it to us in RTL, I think it might work. So I'm not. I think it's possible, but I think allow me some more time to confirm RTL for that.
Okay. Is there a CNAME support?
Yeah, same question. CNAME and subdomain. CNAME and custom domain. Yes, this is on a roadmap. Like I said, this is something that we would be able to complete in Q1 of 2020. It's not something on our immediate priority, but something that we definitely have on our roadmap.
All right. How can this be used to generate reports from various sources like Facebook ads, Google ads, website traffic, landing pages, and Shopify sales?
Right. I've just shown you a demo again. If you have missed that, I think feel free to just go back and just view how we were able to generate. It's in the beginning of this video on how we were able to generate multi-channel reports and dashboards. You can add all the metrics that you want from different integrations and put it across on a report or a dashboard. So,
to answer like really simple is that you will just connect all the platforms you need, as you describe here, right. Facebook ads, Google ads, website traffic, which can be Google Analytics, landing pages, which I'm not entirely sure what platform it is, and Shopify, yes, integration is there, right?
Yep.
And you will show all these things in the report. You can either build by yourself, or you can choose one of the predefined reports and customize it to your own need.
Yeah, okay. I think you answered that better. Yeah.
I wanted to know since yesterday if you have right, we actually answered this one. If you have covered the integration of NobCommerce. So answer is no, right?
No, we do not have a plan of integrating NobCommerce right now. We don't have a plan right now on that.
But I think you can add it into the roadmap, right? And people can vote.
Yeah, we could, but I do not want to with the false hope that we want to do it in Q1 of 2020 or something like that. Whatever I'm saying is, I mean, if I'm saying that we are going to do this, what I effectively mean is that we're going to do that in Q1 of 2020. And anything beyond that is something that I do not want to commit to you guys, and because I think effectively what would happen is the roadmap would evolve, and I think that's where I'm coming from.
Got it. Okay.
So yes, I mean, we could definitely add it to the roadmap, but I think if a lot of people are asking for it, just like Google Sheets, for example, just didn't have an option to say no there. We had to build it. So if it's something like that, yeah, then happy to make it a priority.
How many team members for the agency plan?
Again, allow me just half an hour to get back to you guys on that, but I'm sure it will be generous. So I mean, if you want 5, 6 team members, I think we would probably have a plan like that. But allow me a half an hour after this to just update you guys and how many team members.
I think maybe you can answer these questions regarding to plans and so on under the main post we just created in PitchGround. So guys, I believe that you are all parts of PitchGround group, but if not, join us on Facebook and you will find all the answers there. It's the best place to communicate with us. If we purchase one deal, can we add on or upsell if we wish to have more clients going forward?
I'd recommend that you look at it this way. I think don't look at it from today's perspective. I think today, let's say you have 3 or 4 clients. I think you're just starting out. That's probably where the question is coming from. But if you anticipate that you will have reporting needs in the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to come, there's no point in trying to solve this later, because this is not going to come again. I would recommend that you might want to look at buying something higher right now, because this might come in handy for you very much later as you go along and just grow as an agency or grow as a freelancer. So I think the deals are fairly straightforward. I think 5, 15 and 25, 15 and 25 clients. You will probably be able to buy something during the course of the deal, but after that, unfortunately, you will not be able to buy this deal.
Mm-hmm. So guys, think big.
Right. I think, it's important that, you don't look at it from the perspective of, what you have today. I think it's important that as an agency or as a freelancer, or as already as a big agency, you are going to grow. I think, it's only natural that you're going to grow. But I think as leaders of your company, I mean, if you are a decision maker, I think forward, think, in terms of, what you would be able to do in 6 months, 1 year from now, and then make a conscious call.
Exactly. Can we get white label in $69 deal?
Absolutely, yes. It's all white label by design.
I know, guys, that it's quite unusual because usually white label is from the top plans, but yeah, it's actually available here in $69 deal as well.
Cool.
Can I replace the older one with the new client accounts as the service scales up? Yes, you can, but the same answer as for this question. I think just buy a bigger plan, because if you plan to grow, just buy a lifetime deal. I mean, it's for lifetime, right? So if you don't want to stay on the same level as you right now, I think you should grab the higher plan. And that's it. So let me copy this thing. I noticed a few more questions here. Is heat maps widgets coming up?
Okay, I didn't quite understand what that is, but Yahu, I mean, if you have a better idea of that, I mean, can you just let me know? I mean, what heat map widgets exactly? I mean, is it more like an integration from which data is pulling up, or?
I mean, heat map is basically showing where people click the most, or where they move the mouse the most. I think
it's actually from PitchGround.
Yeah, I think it's a very different tool, but I'm not really sure if I followed the question, because, or do you how would you measure, or how would you get the data from heat maps to the, or I get it. So let's say that we have a preview of the website, and we see all these heat maps there. So can we somehow pull out the preview of this website and put it into GreyMetrics?
I don't think we have thought of it right now. I think that might it might be something that we could add to the roadmap. We just have to look at the feasibility of it in the first place. Even if you want to do it, if the provider is unable to share the data, it's not something that we could actually do. I mean, so there's a 2-3 different aspects on that question. One is, what data do you want to see first? Second, is the provider that you already have, are they actually providing us with the information that you actually need? And then, do they have an API for us to actually integrate with that? So if all of these 3 are available, and if it fits in with our vision, then yeah, sure, I mean, no problem.
Okay. There goes a long one. Oh no, I clicked copy. Hold on. I need to click paste. So, question from Fred. The agency plan is 25 clients with 10 sub-accounts. This sounds like a task from elementary school. The agency plan is 25 clients with 10 sub-accounts with 5 clients each. So what if we wanted to use all client sub-accounts for our own agency? Would that mean we can have 75 clients? 25 plus 10 times 5 equals 75. Let me know if my math is off.
No, your math is not off. You're absolutely bang on target. That's correct. The only problem would be that you would have to log into 6 different accounts in order to do that. So if you are okay with doing that, I think that's pretty much how the math works. So these accounts are separate accounts. I mean, you will have to create separate accounts and then give access to these accounts. So they can't be from a single email ID. So if you're okay with that, then yeah, sure. I think technically you could do that.
Okay. Here's another question. I actually don't want to copy it, so I will do something a little different. So this is the question. Sorry, I'm unable to follow. 25 clients, customers understood. Account, social media handles understood. How many clients will be able to add into agency plan? Right. Let me know if my math is right. By the way, this is a different person.
Oh wow! I mean, a lot of people have become wonderful mathematicians. I think that's good to have. I mean, it's wonderful questions, guys. I think keep them coming. But like I said, I think the only problem is that you would have to create like 6 different accounts. 25 would be in one, and then a 10 different 5 and 10 different accounts. So yeah, actually, 11 different accounts in order to manage 75 clients.
But I'm glad that PitchGrounders are good with math.
Yeah, I can see that.
Question from Guru.
Yes, they are. I think that's the same features that are
offered are as same as the plans available on GreyMetrics official website.
Right. It is the same. I think the only difference is the number of clients is slightly different. I think we have tailor-made plans for PitchGround, but the features remain the same. There's no difference in that.
Mm-hmm. All right, back to this question, which was about heat maps. So
yeah, right. Yeah,
a lot of people who bought who are on PitchGround, they bought Capturely, which actually shows you all these heat maps. So it'd be cool if you would integrate Capturely, because that would help a lot of our users.
I would have to talk to Capturely once. I think again, I would like to understand, if you want us to like literally print the heat map and give it to you in GreyMetrics, and then I don't know if Capturely would actually allow that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we're fairly open to that. I think, I mean, in terms of how we could actually integrate Capturely, I think because if marketers are using that, that's our goal. I think we want to help marketers do better. So if it's practical, I think absolutely we can do that.
I think we need to reward and rework a little bit how we explain sub-account theory.
Sub-account? Right. Yeah. Hey, I need to call the trump card Udit here. I think he might be able to do a little justice on the group. But let me try to put it this way. You are an agency. You bought the agency plan. That you've got 25 clients. Like you can use the product for 25 clients. On top of it, you can give access to 10 different accounts. That is 5 clients each to 10 different 10 different smaller agencies, or maybe you could like sell it. Yeah, crack me up, man. So yeah, I mean, like it's 35 in 11 accounts. I think you can do the math. 25 in one and 5 in 10 different accounts. So
okay, we have another question about this. So let's keep it, let's keep it going. Hold on. This is actually sometimes hard to copy. I will need to do this little trick. This and this. Would you consider letting us change the number of sub-accounts per client on the agency plan, so long as we don't go over 75 in total? Not every agency or client has the same needs. Having 75 clients with no sub-accounts is more useful for some of us.
Again, I think because most of these decisions are made in consultation with PG team, I think I would have to discuss with the PG team on how we would go about this. I don't have an answer right now on that. I think I can get back to you on that.
I think what we should do is just write a separate post in group, titled "Sub-Account Theory Explained," or "Debunked," or something like that. And we'll explain it.
This is probably like the 6th or 7th question. I think, I can see where you guys are coming from. I think I don't blame you guys. I think it's perfectly understandable considering what questions you have. But on the sub accounts, I think technically it's not possible right now, but we haven't built it for that to allow all the sub accounts into the same agency technically. But I think let me just talk to the PG team and then get back to you guys on that.
All right, guys. So let me stop. All right, another question about sub accounts. And then I will stop sharing and I will check if we have some more.
Okay.
Can we consolidate all sub accounts into one account for agency plan? To have a total of 75 clients, I won't have any use for sub accounts.
Right. I mean, during our discussions with the PG team, the idea was to allow resellers to be able to monetize what they've already got. So that was the whole idea of actually building this plan. The idea wasn't to provide 75 clients. That wasn't the primary idea. But I think let me just discuss with the PG team once. I think technically we aren't built to do this right now. I think technically the way that we have sent across all the codes and all that stuff, this is not technically something that is possible right away. You can have 25 clients on the agency plan, and then we have a separate portal for you as a reseller where you can manage all your sub accounts and clients. So that's technically how it is built today. Yeah.
All right. So let me stop sharing my screen. Guys, thanks a lot for all these questions. It's amazing. I think we are onto something here with all the sub-account story. And a lot of people are active. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you, Fred. You're amazing. And I don't see any other questions. Let me quickly check it again. Guys, please, if you have anything, just let us know here on Zoom, on Facebook, or on YouTube, or on Twitch, whenever you are watching, and we'll answer your questions. Meanwhile, Abhi, if there's anything you would like to show right now, it's a great time to do it, because I need to do some research if we received more questions. So if you want to show again, maybe the
Sure. Let me do that. I think I can do this all day long. Yeah, cool.
All right, I
see.
Yeah,
guys, I think the whole idea is that Okay. Oh, sorry. Do you want me to revert that?
Yeah, of course. Continue.
Okay. Go ahead. I mean, I just wanted to show you guys on how this client portal works. So this is your sub account. I mean, not sub account. Sorry. This is your subdomain that you can use, and you can add your client's name, email ID, and you can just give a password to them. And I think they can view all these reports. Let me try to quickly show you. So this is how the report would, this is how the portal would look to your client. This URL would obviously change. This would be your agency name .GreyMetrics.com because I've already logged in as an agency. This is how this is looking. This will be your name. Your logo would be here. All the saved reports and dashboards would show up here, and your client can see all the integrations that are actually connected or not connected out here. These are all the ones that they can see. Some basic info about your client is available out here. So everything that you share is available here with the date, with the name of the report, and with the password out here. So you can do that from right here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jacob. I mean, you can take it up. Yeah.
All right. Now, so Amit, I see your questions. A question: can you explain the agency plan?
Right.
So Amit, we actually are discussing about agency plan for, I believe, like last 20 minutes, and there are so many questions about this. So what we will do is that we will.
Hey, I think Jakub, I think we just lost you there for a minute.
Yeah, what I was saying, that we'll write a Facebook post in our group, and you will read everything. You can read everything there.
Awesome.
Share my screen now.
Yeah, go ahead.
In my Facebook accounts, I run various campaigns for mixed clients. Can I generate a report for a particular campaign instead of the entire account?
Not right now, no. You can't do that right now. The idea is to build, the current setup is built to capture for a particular account. We are, however, going to add the filters on tables of how we want to filter the rows and columns of the filters. Some people do not want a few rows, some people do not want a few columns. So we are going to be doing that, but I'm not entirely sure if that addresses your problem because it is built at an account level for now.
All right, I see one more question here from Kiran.
Don't tell me it is the agency plan.
If I remove a client from the list, can I archive their data for future reference?
I don't think so. I think once you're deleting a data, you are literally letting go all the data. So that's how it actually works. You cannot archive it. Yeah.
Okay, so I think these are the questions. I see a lot of people are still watching. So guys, because you're still watching, please go and check pitchground.com/products/GreyMetrics and check like all the licenses we sell, all the add-ons, agency plans. Maybe you can wait with buying agency plan because we'll be describing exactly how it works in the group. I think during tomorrow, and yeah, so you can make informed decision. Now, yesterday we had a question about when GreyMetrics lifetime deal will end. So to answer this question, again, to have it like 1 second precise, you need to go on PitchGround /products/GreyMetrics, but the deal is ending in 21 days and 15 hours. So in 3 weeks approximately. So you have quite a time to decide whether GreyMetrics is for you. If you still don't know, please just ask the questions in the group, pretty much under any GreyMetrics post we have there, and we'll answer them for you really, really fast. So I think that's it. Let me check if we have more questions here. Nope, I don't see it. Guys, if I missed some of your questions, I'm sorry, but we will. You can always ask in the group. So AB, thanks all for joining. This was a long one. There were a lot of questions, and please keep us posted about how people are asking, interacting with you, with your support. And I think that we will make another webinar in upcoming days about what we wanted to do it about Excel sheets, not Excel, Google Sheets, right?
Google Sheets, yeah. So I will be doing that. I think we will also be recording a detailed how-tos on Google Sheets with GreyMetrics. And on top of that, we will do a webinar. I think that would be a good good place to start for someone new to Google Sheets. I think that's how we start. That's how we should go. You guys, I think if you have any questions that haven't been answered here, support channels are open. You can write to us at support@greymetrics.com. You can go to our website and you can ping us on our live chat. You can send us a message on our Facebook page, that is GreyMetrics app. And guys, I mean, I think I'd encourage you guys to join our private Facebook group. I think we have a private Facebook group. I think we will be sharing that shortly. You can request getting added to the group, and I think you'll get a lot of good updates from there.
Perfect. All right, I received one last question from Amit, and believe it or not, it's about agency, but a little bit different angle.
Okay, that's
what
cool.
Does 25 clients mean? Can one client have only one account? So if I connect 3 social media accounts of one client, will it consume 3 credits or 1 credit?
Right. So even if you have 20 accounts, like for example, I mean, if you have Facebook, Instagram has Shopify, WooCommerce, and of all of that for one client, you will only consume for one client. So for example, if you have, can one client have only one account? Yes. If I have 3 social media accounts of one client, it would be counted as one client. It would not be as 3 credits. It would be as one client.
Okay.
Right.
Perfect. So guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for joining. I see some messages here on YouTube from Muftau. I came late. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Muftau, but there will be a replay right after we end this webinar. I think the replay will be available soon on Facebook. Not soon, I think almost immediately on Facebook. So you can watch it on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/PitchGround HQ. PitchGround HQ, like headquarters, PitchGround HQ, or it will be on YouTube soon too. So thanks a lot for joining. Soumya, thank you. I always love when you say like thank you in the end of each webinar. It's so amazing. And guys on Zoom, you were amazing. You asked a lot of questions. You were very interactive. Amit, Diana, Fred, Guru, Kirian, Noam. Perfect. So AB, is there anything else you would like to add to PitchGrounders who are still watching?
Right, guys, I think just like one final time. I mean, I've been an agency. I mean, I run an agency myself, so I understand how it is. I understand the kind of problems that you guys go through. So here's the thing. I mean, I was, I mean, as an agency owner, I was constantly looking for, what do I do today, tomorrow, just in the shorter term. I think as agency owners, you could do much better than what I did. I think you can look forward, look 6 months, 1 year, 2 years down the line, what your roadmap for your agency is. I'm sure you have big plans for your agency, and how do you plan to manage your agency 6 months, 1 year from now? I think a lot of it has to do with setting up a lot of processes, setting up a lot of automations in that place. I think GreyMetrics could be one of those good additions to you. I genuinely believe that this is going to solve a lot of your problems because data happens to be one of the biggest concerns that most agencies go through. So I'm sure that you already know that, and I think that's why you are here. So, but yeah, I'm sure. But as an owner, I understand how this works. So I would like to tell you that think, look, and make an informed decision. I think that's the right way to do it. Yeah. So thank you, PitchGround. I think thank you, Yakub. This has been a wonderful fourth webinar. I think I'm looking forward to the next one.
Me too. I really enjoyed it. AB, thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining. This was as usual, really cool experience. So I will see you around in the Facebook group, and once we announce Google Sheets webinar, I hope that we'll meet here again as well. So enjoy your day, evening, morning, whatever it is.
Yeah.